Welcome to this episode of LifeVantage Lab. Today we're going to talk about the quality that goes into each and every product produced by LifeVantage. Here at LifeVantage, we don't just assure quality, we have created the new standard for quality. But what does that really mean? I'm glad you asked. The United States Food and Drug Administration mandates identification testing, microbial testing, and potency testing. Identification testing lets us know, are we using the right material? Is Bacopa really Bacopa? When you get a barrel of powder, you don't necessarily know unless you do that identification testing. And we do that here at LifeVantage. We test for microbial contamination to make sure that these are clean ingredients. And importantly, we test for potency to make sure we have the right level of the right types of bioactive compounds so that each and every tablet or each and every product that we deliver has the effect that you want it to have. LifeVantage meets that FDA minimum and so much more. We also perform bioassays on ingredients. We test for heavy metals, pesticides, herbicides, and even substances that are banned by sport from the World Anti-Doping Agency. The FDA also allows what we call subset testing, which is a standard industry practice. What that means is that the manufacturer is allowed to determine how many samples will be tested. The standard is 1 in every 5 or 10 lots produced, which includes both raw materials and finished goods.
At LifeVantage, we ensure the quality of our products first by testing every single lot of raw material that goes into our products, and then again we take every lot of finished product and run the same barrage of tests to make sure that the finished product meets our high-quality standards.
But it's not enough to just test the materials that go into the products. LifeVantage also tests the manufacturing process itself.
Within the actual processing of the materials, there are steps that we can take to further assure the quality of the materials. Some of these steps, for instance, are passing your materials through screens, through magnets, through metal detectors, passing tablets through metal detectors, passing your finished product through metal detectors, and visually inspecting at every step to make sure that within the processing you are always maintaining the highest quality.
At LifeVantage, we practice what we call total supply chain management, which means we audit all raw material suppliers, both domestically and internationally. We track all lots of finished product and exactly what lots of raw materials were used in each one, and we audit the entire supply chain from manufacturers to warehousing and fulfillment.
Total supply chain management means understanding the entire process from the very beginning to the very end. So from harvesting to raw material production, to manufacturing tablets, to putting them into a bottle, to providing those products to a customer. At LifeVantage, we check every single step. We travel not just within the United States, but we go internationally, we go to China, we go to India, we go to the countries that are providing our materials, and we physically audit and inspect those facilities to make sure that they meet our quality standards. The FDA requires companies to have a thorough knowledge of contract manufacturers, warehouses, laboratories that they are directly working with. At LifeVantage, we ensure that we're working with the best companies through a number of different channels. First of all of the testing that we're doing is assuring that the manufacturing is being done correctly, that the raw materials we're receiving are the highest quality. But in addition to that, we will physically go and audit. The FDA provides a very long, extensive list of what's called good manufacturing practices. We make a checklist out of good manufacturing practices. We go to the contract manufacturers and we use this checklist and we go down item after item and make sure that they are complying with the regulations and that they're meeting the federal regulations regarding quality, but also LifeVantage's.
LifeVantage has the most comprehensive quality system in the entire industry. We have created a new standard for quality that other companies are trying to follow. There are a lot of people and a lot of process working behind the scenes to ensure that you receive a safe, high quality, and effective product every single time from LifeVantage. That's quality assured. We hope you enjoyed this peek at the processes behind the bottles. Remember to send in your questions or your comments to the email address that you see below, productquestions@lifevantage.com, and we may answer your question right here on a future episode. And also remember to share these videos with your family and friends. I'm Dr. Sean Talbot, and we'll see you next week on another episode of LifeVantage Lab.